I'm in red form, in a red state, such a red case on a red song. In a shared space with my shareholders, cause we share a bond. Spiritual healthcare, that's real self-care, you won't care for.
I got my Mets hat on to the back. Y'all already know where we going with the stats.
Any artist that's talking garbage and try to curse us, y'all follow a wave and do whatever's current. I follow his ways, I know my turn is coming.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. Add it to the cart and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And today's subject, positivity. I told you guys that I'm a content creator, that I'm never going to give up on my team. I'm never going to bash my team just to bash them, just to fit in with the cool kids, to fit in with the negative Nancys, to fit in with the DJ haters, to fit in with the Giants ain't worth nothing, to fit in, let's draft the best and next greatest quarterback, to fit in with this team and never win anything, to fit in with I hate the Giants type team, to fit in with just the negative energy. Guys, I'm never going to do that. I'm always going to give you content that comes to my mind. Now, sometimes it may be negative because maybe sometimes it needs to be negative in a certain way. But this is why you keep your positivity. The New York Giants come back and beat the Arizona Cardinals 31-28 after being down 20-0 in the first half and being down 28-7 at one point in the second half. Now, all I kept hearing was DJ's not it. Sometimes you just got to get rid of a guy. Oh, it may not be all his fault, but I'm going to continue to talk about DJ like we need to get rid of him because that's the easy way out. I'm on record saying that if you give DJ time, he can carve you up. I'm on record saying that if you get DJ out the pocket, he can make some things happen. I'm on record saying that I believe DJ can do very well in this league if you give him time. And when Brian Daboll took over the play calling, which I did a video saying that if we did struggle against the Cardinals, that the play calling duties will be taken from him. And it happened mid-game. He didn't even wait till after the game. He took it over immediately because he felt that Daboll felt that's what had to be done. And true enough, it did have to be done. Somebody had to take accountability. And he saw that it was Kafka not calling good plays while we weren't moving the ball on offense. Now, that's not to blame Kafka for the defense of not stopping anybody, but once this defense saw that this offense was going to go out there on that field and put up points for them, they had no choice but to get better. You had no choice but to go out there and do your job. You had no choice but to go out there and not be an embarrassment. You had no choice but to go out there and represent your team. And when you put the ball in their court and they saw that Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley and Darren Waller and Jalen Hyatt and Paris Campbell and Isaiah Hodgins, all those guys out there were fighting, they had to fight too. And it turned into one of the greatest comebacks for the New York Giants in New York Giants history. And yeah, you can poo-poo it. You can say, oh, it was against the Cardinals, you little negative Nancys. I know you're going to bring it up. Oh, why did it take them so long to do it? Oh, God. The Giants suck. They had to make a comeback victory against the Cardinals. But I didn't say anything when the Washington football team had to come back and beat them last week. I didn't say anything about that. But I want to talk about that because this is my New York Giants team and I want them to fail. Well, you ain't getting that energy over here with the Big Blue crew. Especially you ain't getting that energy with Big Pat. Because I'm going to talk my talk no matter what you thought. And I'm going to be talking my talk, good or bad. Been right there talking. I'm going to continue to talk. I'm going to continue to pump up my quarterback, DJ, because I know he could be a good quarterback. You got over 300 yards. So you got your 300 yards passing. He even gave you a little over 60 yards rushing. Gave you 2 passing touchdowns plus a rushing touchdown. You got your 3 touchdowns. So kudos to Brian Daboll for making that tough decision and benching Mike Kafka, basically benching him from calling plays. That's a very tough decision. And man, you have to succeed if you make a decision like that with taking play calling from your coordinator, and he did it. This team didn't score not 1 point under Mike Kafka making play calls this year because it was predictable. People knew exactly what he was trying to do, and he kept doing it regardless of the result. And that's what got his play calling duties taken from him. Brian Daboll said, no more. I've seen 6 quarters of this. You haven't done anything. Give me the play calling sheet, and we gonna get this thing rolling. And we moved DJ out of the pocket. All of a sudden, the offensive line looks better when you're making better play calls, when you're not predictable. All of a sudden, the defense started to play and started to learn that the tight end matters. Stopping a run matters. Because momentum is a son of a gun. And when you get momentum on your side in sports, there's really nothing you can really do to stop that team unless they stop themselves. Old Mo is something serious, bro. And when we got that momentum on our side, the offense played to the defense and the defense played to the offense, and that's how you win games. That's how you blow people out. We beat them boys 31-8 in the second half because the whole team played off each other. So you could keep doing DJ in your mentions. You could keep bashing the Big Blue Crew. You could keep bashing Big Pat Sports Talk. You could keep bashing me for believing in my quarterback. You could keep bashing me for believing in my team. But guess what? I've been right more often than not. You've had to eat crow from old Doubt and old Big Pat Sports Talk a lot. And y'all get to eat a little bit more crow today. Whether you like it or not, whether it's against the Cardinals a lot or not, whether it's against a good team or not, whether it had to happen in the second half or not, whether DJ was looked bad in the first half or not, whether DJ has another turnover today or not, because it went through Saquon Barkley's hands, but you're going to blame DJ for it. I know you are. But we still won. And we have a date with the 49ers on Thursday night. And it's going to be another hard battle. I think we could pull it out. But we'll see. And did I mention they did that without Andrew Thomas in the game, and Ben Bredesen got hurt on the offensive line, but play calling made that offensive line look a lot better than what they are? That's real coaching. So for sort of the silly people who was calling for Brian Daboll's head to be fired after one game and a half, not even 2 full games, just a game and a half, they're calling for Brian Daboll to be fired after coming off a Coach of the Year campaign. Shame on you. Now you can give up on this team if you want to, but I'm not. We're 1-1, and we get ready to head to San Francisco. And let's go get a dub over there. We're gonna stay on the West Coast, so there ain't gonna be no travel involved. We're a little bit banged up. Hopefully we get Andrew Thomas back. Saquon Barkley is up in the air. Next man up mentality. Don't give up. You go out there and play your hardest, and something can happen in your favor if you're playing hard. Pause. But to the next episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that big blue join button if you like positive New York Giants talk. If you like New York Giants talk that's just real and not real negative. join the Big Blue crew and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk, because we gonna talk our talk no matter what you thought. And until the next episode, you know what it is, man. Peace.